Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video we will talk about the variables scope or tokens scope. Okay, what is the scope? The scope is any variables I have, I can see I have a list of the scope. So for example, as a variable I have 4 types, okay, color, number, string and boolean. So the color variables, for example, can be background color, border color, shadow color, text color. Okay, and for number variable can be font size, font weight, can be also line height, letter spacing, can be corner radius, can be opacity, can be size, width or height, can be also padding, a lot of things. Okay, and string variables, anything can be string, so maybe text content and maybe also font family and also sometimes font weight. Okay, so what if I didn't set my scope? Okay, let me show you here first what I have. I have list of option tokens, okay, have values, and also I have alias tokens and the value reference from option tokens, and last one I have my component specific tokens, which is a value a reference from alias tokens. Okay, so for my component specific tokens here I have bottom, primary, default, background color, and padding X and Y, border radius, font family, font size, font weight, font line height, and also font color. Okay, so but if I didn't set my scope, if you didn't set your scope, you will have 2 issues here. At the beginning, let's say I want to assign the bottom primary default background color to my button. So I select my button and I go here. Okay, and the first issue I'm facing right now is why I still can see the option tokens and also alias tokens. It doesn't make sense because I want only to can see component specific tokens because this is the one I will assign to my component. Okay, so this is the first issue. The second issue is this is a background color. I'm selecting a shape or frame, so why I still can see a component specific token for my font color? It doesn't make sense. Okay, same also here. Let's say I need to assign a corner radius for my button. Okay, so why I still can see option tokens and also alias tokens, and once I come to my component specific tokens, this is a corner radius. Why I can see the padding tokens? Why I can see also the font size or line height? The reason here because I didn't set the scope. So Figma doesn't know that this token actually specific for corner radius. So because corner radius is a number variable, so that's why I can see all the number variables. Okay, so first let's see how we fix the first issue, which is I don't want to see the option tokens and alias tokens here. So in this case I have to come to my option tokens, for example, and I have to set the scope to none. So for example, this is colors tokens, so I can select both and I open the scope, and here I want to reset the scope because I don't want to view any option tokens. Okay, so same, this is a number tokens, so I can select all the number tokens together to save my time instead of to make the scope none for one by one. So all the number tokens I can select and go here and check. Okay, I still have also string variables here, so I can select and also I make all none. So in this case, if I go here, so for example, I will never see any option tokens. I can see only alias and component specific tokens. Same also here, you can see only alias, and after that component specific tokens. No option tokens because I have set the scope to none. Okay, so let's do same for alias tokens. So that's mean here I will never see any alias tokens or option tokens. I only see component specific tokens. If you can see here, this actually bottom primary default coming from component specific tokens. Same also if I go here, you can see I only see the component specific tokens, no alias, no option. So now I already fixed the first issue. The second issue, if I want to assign a component specific tokens for corner radius for my button, why I still can see the padding and also I see the font size and line height? That means I also need to set the scope here. So if I go here on my variables, okay, what is this token for? This actually bottom primary default background color. So this actually specific for background color. So I have to go here and set the scope, the background color. Background color, it's not effective. Maybe it's not a shadow, yeah, it's not an outline, it's not a text, so maybe it can be frame or shape. Okay, what else? Padding X and Y, I can select both because the scope is one for both. And here, this padding actually, it's not a corner radius, not width, not text content, not a stroke, not opacity, not effect, not font weight, not font size, not font line height, letter spacing, blah blah blah. So I don't want all of this. It's only for padding. So padding here is the gap. Okay, so what else? Corner radius also same. I will go scope, I unselect all and only check the corner radius. Okay, Font family, okay, font family, I also select only font family. Font size, I do same. Where is the font size? This is the font size. Font weight, okay, font weight is here. Okay, what else? Line height also. Line height, I have to unselect all of this and go to line height. Okay, and this actually a text color because this is bottom primary default font color. So font color here actually it's not shape, it's not a frame, it's only a text. So what I did now is I make each variable I have or each token I have has a specific scope. So this will save a time for me. Now we have a few numbers of tokens. Later you will have hundreds of tokens. So setting the scope is really important for you. Okay, so now I'm selecting my button. I want to assign my tokens to it. So here, for example, this is a background. So I only can see this one. Only the color variables has been assigned to background color I can see. Okay, so for example, this is button primary default background color. Okay, corner radius, I only can see all the corner radius tokens for button and for something else. Okay, but I will never see any other number variables for font size and so on, for example. Okay, so this is button primary default border radius. Okay, done. Let's also see the padding. So here, this is for example padding X, and this one for example padding Y. Okay, what else? Maybe we can also, I just wanted to make sure here this is supposed to be hugged like this. Okay, makes sense. Okay, what else for text? For text, if I select the font family, for example, I only can see the font family variables. Okay, so if I select my token here, you can see it's already applied. Font weight also I have to assign it like this. And font size, I will never see any tokens for numbers. I only can see the tokens for font size. So let's say at the end I have a lot of tokens for font size, because now I have, for example, button components. Maybe also I have more components. A lot of components has a text inside it, so I make a component specific token for each component. So I have also many of component specific token for font size. At the end I will see all here, but the search can make it easy for you to find it quickly. Okay, so button primary default font size, I will assign it like that. And also the line height, also you can see I have this option. Quickly I got it. And once I try to find the component specific token for my font color, I only can see this one. I will not see the background one because we have different scope. Okay, so I will do like that. So now we have learned why scope is really important, and how I reset my scope or I check my scope, and how I can only see the tokens I want while I'm assigning the tokens to my component, and how I set the scope for each tokens based on the token's purpose. Okay, I hope this video is easy for you. That's it for today. See you again. Bye.